Hey, what's going on, guys? My name's Cody. I'm a private boater, and today I'm going to start a series on uh, the boat I use for most of my multi-day, definitely my family multi-day trips. And so today we're going to start with the boat itself and then the frame that I put onto it. The boat that I have for my larger multi-day trips is the Air 15.6R. Air in the 15.6 size comes in an R, which is a round tube, a D, which is a diminishing tube, and then a double D, which is in a double diminishing tube setup. And I highly recommend that you go onto Air's website, look at the wireframe, which will give you all the dimensions of the boats, and find the one that works best. I choose to go with airboats, mainly for the fact that I really like, and I've hit on it before in other videos, the tube in a tube design that Air has. So the outside is a PVC material, and then there's a zipper that allows you to get to the air cell, and that air cell is made of a urethane material. I do think urethane boats are amazing, but one, they are more durable, but I'm not going 120 days a year on guided trips in my boats. So I need a boat that's to last me for my 6 to 10 multi-day trips that I run with my family, and I think a PVC boat accomplishes that. I definitely think urethane boats are awesome, but they are more expensive. And then too, that the fact that I don't think I need that durability. So next, I'm going to touch base on the frames that I use. Most of my frames that I have are made by Dusty out of Dusty's River Logistics, also known as River Gypsies. They're based out of Albany. I have had some issues with frames, but what I love about Dusty is the issues that I had with the frames got fixed right away. So what my first issue was with this frame is you'll see in the later videos of the cooler that I use and everything, it's incredibly heavy. And I originally had a one-piece frame, and that one-piece frame bent. So now I have a two-piece frame, and I actually really, really like it. At first I was a little hesitant, but so the very front of it has room for either a dry box. I use a drop bag in the front, and then our cooler bay here. And then as we go to put this in, this piece just drops right into these hooks there. Here's my foot bay, and then dry box is in the back, and that's where I guide from. So next I'll talk about how I lash it, and then we'll go. So next I'm going to talk about how I lash it to the boat. And I hate to admit that I do use 3-foot NRS straps. These will get upgraded to roller cam straps at some point, but these are what I've used for the last 10 years, and I will upgrade to roller cams at some point, but until then, it's just your standard NRS strap. So what I like to do is I like to have these straps permanent to the boat and then loop it around the frame for that 2-to-1 mechanical advantage. So I start with the strap by just folding it over and making a bite, and then take this loose end that doesn't have the buckle and then flip it over. And so what that's going to do is create a little loop here, and I feed that through the D-ring, then pass the buckle and the strap, the loose end, through. And so what that does is it creates a smooth bite on the side of the boat, and then this just comes up and around. So on this one, I like going on the inside of this oar tower because I feel like that locks the frame in coming forward. Okay. And then what's kind of hard is because I do have a two-piece frame, is I need to put another strap through. So same thing, run it over the top, flip it over. Here, locking this one back towards me. So, but then I continue down. I put 4 on a side, so 8 total. And and I feel like that really locks the frame in. And then all the ends are facing towards me, and so I can quickly tighten these when I get on the river. I finished strapping down the entire frame. So both sides are just mirrored of each other. So one in the front, two in the center, one going around that oar tower, and then one in the back. So that finishes my video for today. Next video, I'm going to talk about my drop bag, my cooler, and my dry box, and then my Pacific River bag in the back. And then the third series, I'll talk about oars, oar locks, and how what I use for oar retainers. So outside of that, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you guys on the river.